All right. I'm going to try this one more time. And then I'm just zooming the fuck out.
This. Third time's a charm, right?
Maybe. It's slightly better.
I should have brought my sunglasses.
Yeah, I didn't bring mine because I was like,
I'm going to go up just a little bit more. It's so close. Okay.
Just a little bit more.
Perfectionist.
Yes.
It's not that. It's not perfectionism.
That's not the wrong
It's okay.
perfectionist. I'm
No,
a perfectionist.
no,
And
yeah.
I proudly claim it.
Exactly. It's not in a bad way in any
All
way, shape, or form.
We're
And
glad
this
you
is
are.
going.
Yes.
Because we don't do crap.
Exactly. We just come in and
Talk.
Yeah. Y'all setting it all up.
You got like all the research questions for today's podcast.
Yeah, y'all
So.
better be ready.
Okay.
I do
And I'm
Wheaties
double
for
checking.
breakfast.
Record. Okay. These little things are so cute.
They're
Like,
They are
adorable.
super cute. And that's the recording?
yep. If you look, there's like little bars on there
Oh, right.
and they move as you talk.
Hold please.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see.
Where is your strap? You got to put
I
your little
know,
strap
I
on the
forgot
glasses.
it. Oh,
She
I
forgot
see
her
that.
strap on.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Glasses. Sorry. I forgot to edit that.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
And so it begins. Welcome to Drama Mamas.
Yes.
That was Cathi.
That was Kathy.
Sorry.
I'm
That was
Angela.
very typical Kathy.
Yes, it was.
And I'm Kristen. You know, I think most people that know me would think that would be me
I know. And it is.
Yes.
sometimes, but not.
You have
She's
a
way
filter.
worse than me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have a filter.
Yeah, it's something.
I don't have a filter, but mine's been working
We
lately.
just podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think because I have to use my filter so much during the week that, like,
Yeah, that's true.
it just
Gotta
kind
let it,
of.
it's all built up in there.
Yeah, I gotta let it go.
Yeah.
So I follow Ryan Reynolds because he's hysterical and I love him.
Yeah.
And Hugh Jackman and whatever. I followed him. He did a whole thing on Chat GPT.
Oh, it's
Really?
all
Let me
over
tell
the
you.
place now.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did a
I
whole
mean,
thing
I
on
love
it.
that you.
And I was like,
I love that you're trying it out now.
Yeah.
I just have to get you to do it.
I know.
Yes,
I feel
yes.
like really, really guilty about it. It feels so wrong to
mm.
pretend something is my thoughts that it's not.
Well,
It's still your thought.
it is still your thoughts. Think
Your
about it like
one little
a
thought.
tool because it still requires you.
Right.
It's a tool to help you be more efficient with your outlaying of thoughts,
Mhm.
right? That's kind of how I think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ease into that.
Yeah. I mean, it's technology is like that.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, you remember, right, when we were in
find out.
school and you were told to go do research and you had to go to the card catalog in the library and pull out,
Yes, I do remember
5
that.
million encyclopedias and track down the answer and all of that. And like using the internet, what existed of it back then was like cheating.
But I had to do the work. Like this just does not feel like any work.
Well, there's still work that has to be done to it though. Cause like grammatically
Yeah.
speaking,
It's not a finished product.
yeah, grammatically speaking, it's pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could probably get away with leaving it, but
Okay,
You
I'm
know.
gonna try it this week, and I'll tell you how it goes.
yeah.
So Ryan Reynolds used it. They were doing a Mint Mobile savings. I guess it was like a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gave it 6 different things that he wanted to have in it,
Okay.
like certain keywords, or it
Oh,
wanted to have.
so he used
this,
it
an
to like write a
example.
script?
Sort
Okay,
of.
yeah.
Yeah. And so, and he did it with OpenAI, which is Chat GPT.
Yep.
And he was like, it was so compelling. It was so good. He just put in it his thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and all it did was organize it. And it actually, I think what he was more impressed by was the fact that it actually was intuitive enough to take, just by him saying 4 words, it created a whole thought as to what he
Right.
wanted it to be. And he completely agreed with it. That's how he would have done it. But it was just so, when we're all done, I'm going to play it for you.
Okay.
Because it's
Okay.
amazing. But I was like, oh my God, Ryan Reynolds
Well-
is talking about OpenAI.
Here's the other thing that I really like about it. It's a way for you to collect your thoughts,
Yeah.
but it's also a way for you to further your creativity a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because it's like using someone else as a sounding board almost, right? Like everybody probably does that to some extent, I would think. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But-
I do.
Like a brainstorm.
Yeah, like I run shit by other people all the time just to see what comes out of that, because everybody thinks just a little bit differently. And this is like having one of those sounding boards for you that's, highly intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can train it a little bit too. Like the more information that you give it in a single prompt, like a thread, the better your, back and forth will be. And I was really impressed. So Tommy is the director for Into the Woods at Theater Warner Haven, and he's apparently a very techie guy. I'm getting to know him. Is it like all over?
Yeah.
It's because I always sit like this. Maybe I just need to. Here, let me move it. I'll move it to this side.
I don't know if your hair is going to affect it or not.
Yeah, I know, because I keep going like, I always pull it around this way. So he's apparently a really techie guy, and I'm still getting to know him. So I'm learning this as I go, helping stage manage there. And he used Chat GPT as that sounding board to help him come up with this vision for how he wants to do Into the Woods.
Wow.
And it's really like, kind of the vision behind it may never really be picked up on by the audience, but it's to help with cohesiveness in the story and how our actors are, kind of connecting to their roles and the decisions that they will make as they move through the space with their already predetermined script, right? So it's set in kind of this dilapidated library, which we've seen the pictures, and Laura showed us, like Nick had made, the set designer, he had made like that diorama or whatever of it. And, seeing that, you're kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a neat set, but it doesn't help you to connect to a broader story. And so Tommy was kind of outlaying this story. And if this is, off limits, I apologize in advance, but I think it's really neat to hear how technology in today's world, as we're progressing with AI and stuff, how that can be used for creatives and not, taking away
Not
from, but adding to. Yes.
Right.
But it's
Enhancement.
replacing people. So instead of a creative team, now it's you and a computer. So I have concerns about
Maybe.
the middleman who's going to lose their job because they're not needed anymore to write a script or to, I don't know, whatever. That's part of my concern around it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see that, but it helped him come up with kind of just a backstory. It's not crucial.
Right. No,
It's
I'm
like
not saying in that instance.
an added element that, and he fed it a lot of information and kind of what he wanted out of it. And it just gave the story in a story format that he could then
It's a
say,
tool.
oh yeah, let me take this to everybody else that's involved in this production and make sure we're all on the same page about what this story is. Because, that's important.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind, I'm the same person that fought texting for years because I just thought it was rude. Like, you should pick up the phone and talk to somebody.
And yet here we
And
are.
now here I
and I
am.
don't want to talk on the phone,
And
which
the only person I talk
completely
to
agree
is
with, Cathi.
Cathi.
And
Sorry, I'm still a phone talker.
yeah, you are.
I drive a lot, so it makes it
know.
hard to text
yeah.
and get my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I drive alone in the car, so I'm like, I need that human interaction, and so I gotta call my girl.
Yeah, that's why we forgive you about it. However,
know.
comma, it's just
annoying.
not like our style.
I know.
But yeah, so
I'll come around. I think.
yeah. But on the vision,
Maybe.
it's a little futuristic, as if some kind of major event happened that was very catastrophic to the world as we knew it.
Right.
And these people have come together to tell this story, but they are in this future world.
Wait,
And
we're talking
they're-
about Into the Woods.
Into the
Okay.
Woods,
Ooh,
yeah,
lost me for
that
a minute.
vision. Sorry. Yeah, so that's kind of the
Okay.
story of it. So, you know,
That's
you have
cool. I didn't know
you have a
that.
narrator that tells the Into the Woods story, and he's just kind of this, tour guide almost through the story. And oh my God, you guys are gonna like just drool over these costumes. Heather,
can't
who's
wait.
putting everything together, she's just a genius. She always is.
Oh gosh, yes.
But man, she's like piecing stuff together. Little Red is gonna look badass.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
I'm
it.
really
I
excited
like it.
for you guys to see her.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of the regal type roles have kind of a theme that ties them all together, and it's this mix of typical aristocracy outfits, but also with like future, with like textures and
Little
prints
Mad
and
Max meets
stuff.
Thunderdome.
Well, it's not like
Spikes coming out.
it's not like that. It's not quite like that. It's just I mean it's like just on the edge of
Yeah.
yeah.
I
don't know.
gotcha. I
It's-
gotcha.
Super excited.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
that opens
excited.
in 2 weeks at Theater Winter Haven. So get
Yeah.
your tickets because it's a small
It is.
venue.
I think they have like just shy of 200 seats in
Okay.
there. And they just are installed. I don't know if I mentioned this to you. So they're doing, because Laura texted you about possibility of a child doing spots. But they added this so that the theater is kind of shaped differently. Like usually it's a square and the stage is at one end of that square and the audience is kind of around, right? Or some semblance of that kind of layout. This one is a little bit different than that. So it kind of comes to a point and your sound booth is at the back of that point. Where Laura and I will be is in a different spot, kind of up high and off a wall. And but there was no real place to put spots. The theater's not, like, the black box is simplified.
Right.
So it doesn't have a fly system and the lights are kind of, they're up there. They've got a bunch of them up there, but it's not quite the same as a main stage. And there's definitely no place to put spots.
Right.
So we thought they totally are, they're on it. They're so creative at Theater Winter Haven, and they're just, working their magic. And so
They probably asked the
in
computer
that
how to
corner above that booth. What?
do it. They probably asked the computer how to do it.
Look, maybe.
Maybe. Hey.
Let me give you a design and you tell me where to put it.
Exactly.
I'll
tell you where to put it.
Yeah.
Interrupted.
So anyway, it's in the corner, and they'll have like a ladder to get up to it, and it's got rails. But they've already got kind of the flooring of that already is installed and securely put on the wall, and it's got rails, and it's all like
Very
steel. So very secure.
It's not going
and,
anywhere.
Right. Like I feel good. Michaela's going to go up there and do spots for one of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's going to be really cool, and she's excited because she gets to do a little bit of extra than just the spots.
Oh, cool.
To help some theater magic
Okay.
happen. So because there's a lot of magic into the
there
woods.
is.
Oh gosh, I
Definitely.
can't wait.
Yeah,
I
and you
know.
get to do some magic,
I know.
and
I'm so excited.
it's gonna be awesome.
I know. Well, and we saw Dreamgirls last night at Theater Winter Haven.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah,
Some serious talent on that stage.
yeah, definitely.
Wow, some voices are just out of this world.
Yeah.
I love seeing all our friends too. I mean, there was a lot of new faces in
Yeah.
the cast for me personally, but I love seeing our friends shine. Janai in there, and Cece and Ty.
Sean,
Yeah,
Cassie, there was a ton of them. in
there
there.
really was. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was a great show.
that was. And Heather Clark, costume designer. Oh
Holy
my
crap!
gosh.
How many costume changes do you think they had?
I think they said the leads, the three girls, had 11 costume changes, and they were beautiful.
Oh,
like
yeah, they were.
gowns. I mean, they
Full
started
on.
off simple, and it kind of progressed.
Well,
as
and
the show went on.
it was like hair and gowns
Yes,
and jewelry
yes.
or accessories
Shoes.
and stuff,
Like the
and
whole
shoes,
nine yards.
except
Yeah.
for Cece on this
Oh,
because
dear.
she hurt her ankle, poor thing. But I mean, I can't walk in those shoes either,
Oh, gosh,
especially with those like long gowns that go all the way to
Yeah.
the floor. I
Yes.
heard there's actually a trick to that, which I've never had occasion to have need of this skill. But when you're walking in those really long gowns that like touch the floor, especially when there's not a lot of room for stepping, you kind of kick a little bit,
Yeah.
and that kicks the fabric out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
learned
know.
that in the Princess Diaries. Am I just making
Yeah.
that up? Yeah, you kick it out of the way.
I don't
She
know,
learned
maybe
that.
I'm
it's
making
been
a
a long
lot of
time
stuff up
since I've
today.
seen that one, but
There's your debutante training.
Oh, yeah, that was
did you
me,
do
the
what was-
debutante?
what is
Yeah,
that?
they did not invite me to
What is that fancy training that the kids go to?
cotillion?
Cotillion.
Yes.
Yes.
Castilian, I wonder
Yeah.
if it- Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe we all need a little of
Yeah,
that cotillion.
It's
Action.
a little
Like,
refining.
yeah.
Probably
I think
so.
I know like silverware when you're eating, like outside in, I think
Yeah.
is how it goes, outside
Yeah.
to the
You
inside.
do outside in, but then I get confused as the knife and the fork and the spoon, and I think it's a mental block because my grandmother, it always had to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so I think since my childhood, I'm like, I'm not going to make it perfect. I refuse to learn that. And now
I'm
to this
going to
day,
use
I
the
can't.
spoon when I want to.
It's all right. I'm going to put this fork here and this knife
Mhm.
here.
Yep. It's like the salad
I think it's
fork and
my
then
my
the dinner
inclination
fork.
when I sit down at a table and it has stuff like that to like move stuff. Like sit down, I'm like,
Fix
this is not
Just
gonna
like, I'm
work
just
for
gonna
me.
fuck with this a
Oh,
little
geez.
bit.
I hate dinner at my house. I just put the silverware in the middle. Take the
Yeah.
chain.
Everybody
Grab
get
a
your
napkin.
own.
Probably easier, yeah.
Grab your drink and your fork and come on
Yep.
to the table.
Yeah.
So Dreamgirls has one more weekend,
Yeah.
and then Chitty Chitty Bang Bang starts at Lakeland Community Theater.
Yeah,
in
same
2
time
weeks
as-
as well.
Yep.
So lots of
All
good
our
stuff
time
to
over
go
it.
see.
Do you know if you're helping with Chitty?
I haven't like officially signed up, but I will certainly help Chris out. Absolutely.
Leave Chris hanging.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. To
Well,
him. That would be
speaking
horrible.
of him,
Yeah, how's he doing?
left. So I drove him to the airport So he could fly up to Kalamazoo, Michigan. I mean, you don't like fly exactly to Kalamazoo, but he flew up there because that's where the car is. Kind of an interesting thing is that car, you rent it through MTI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, or it's tied to that somehow.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's like their car. So when you usually see the Chitty car.
Chitty Bang Bang car. Is the car's name Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or is it Chitty Chitty and Bang Bang is the sound it makes? Like, I need to
So the family, the Mr. Potts, if you watch the movie,
it's been a while.
It's all in the song, and that's what he names the car
Okay.
because of the noises that it makes when it drives.
Okay.
They're like, listen, it's like chitty chitty, and then it like bang bang, because the muffler or whatever goes off in the back.
Okay.
So he's like, oh,
So it is.
So that's where the song came from.
It's
because
what you said the second thing.
and they're like chitty chitty. Yeah.
Well, we had a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang way back when we were super poor, and you're driving the car that's 30 years old, and it would honk every time you turned left. We called it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
There you go.
Because you could
That's
always
funny.
tell when someone was coming home. You'd hear honk, honk, honk down the street.
Oh, it wasn't
Yeah.
like one honk. It just
no,
like
it kept
repeated.
going until you're done turning left.
That's fucking
Oh my
awesome.
God,
Yeah.
that is.
I don't even know how that happened, but yeah. Little Honda CRX.
That's why it's
is
time
that
for
what
you
it was?
to trade this one
Right?
right
I
now.
know. Now my car's honking like Jordan's was.
Yeah, we went to
What?
get out of it today, and like the whole alarm system was going off.
And I couldn't shut it off.
I told him it's a sign. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Trade it in.
I
How
can't
old
because
is
I
it?
just bought a bunch of Broadway tickets.
Oh.
I gotta pay those
I
off.
know, right?
Ooh, goodness.
Yeah,
it
our
is.
trip when we go in March to New York is going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of
Ah,
stuff to do.
So much fun.
We are definitely secured. We double checked with our one special guest, so we're good there. I don't want to reveal who it is yet, so
We'll keep it under our hat.
yeah. But you all know. And then I'm hoping that Chris can get us another one that's up there. He's trying to work it out with the timing and stuff. So
Oh
we'll
my
see.
gosh, how exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're testing out these new microphones. We tested them
Yeah.
out last week, but now we want to test them out in an outdoor setting.
Yeah, because New York is a little bit louder than it is around here.
We don't want to carry
yeah.
those big, giant
I'd like to not,
microphones.
No.
because
we
they'd
don't
have to go
wanna
on a
do that.
carry-on and they're heavy.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah,
a lot.
like every
This
time I
is
have to
perfect.
move Chris's bag around the house that has all the mics in it, like you have to do it very carefully because it's not a bag that was meant for mics. So they're all just kind of in there clinking around. So I just move them carefully, but it's like 50 pounds
Yeah.
to move all of that. Plus
Yeah.
then there's all the stands and stuff. And, I don't want to have to carry a bunch of stuff. And we're not doing lighting. I'm not bringing lighting.
No.
Yeah. No, we
So-
like
Will
that.
be what it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just going to be
It'll
like
be
this
natural.
slimmed down setup like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Drama Mama's light.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
It's not a quickie, but light.
Oh, no. Hey, I didn't even say that. That was all you.
What was this thing she said earlier today that was very taboo? I forget already.
Let's not revisit that.
No, we don't need to. I was having an inappropriate moment.
Oh, wait, so
One
I
of many.
interrupted you
Yeah.
again. Chris,
Oh,
the
oh,
car.
yeah.
Yes, the
Finish
car.
that before I give you your
Chitty
pop
chitty.
quiz.
Yeah, because we need to not forget that we're doing that today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we could talk for hours.
I know
Oh,
we can. So yeah, he flew up there and he got like this budget, maybe rental car truck thingy that's dock height. And they he went to the place where the car is and they loaded the car in. It has an inch of clearance. So it had to they have a whole maneuver with forklifts and stuff that they do to get the car from one thing to another.
So you mean clearance from the ground, not the sides of the truck?
Yeah,
Okay.
clearance from the ground. So like you can't
Wow.
like
So like literally
Can't bump.
sits on
go
the
up
ground.
a ramp.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no speed bumps and that
Wow.
kind of thing. The underside of the car looks kind of interesting from like some of the videos and stuff because he videoed it, and so we'll be able to share that. I don't know if that'll go into this podcast necessarily. Maybe it'll be a social media thing, but he did. I told him very distinctly that he had to
He had
vlog,
instructions.
like he needed to record some shit
Yeah.
that we could share. Yeah. So so we did. I don't know how good it is, but we'll run with it either way.
Yeah.
And but the underside of the car, like the actual wheels of the car don't touch the ground. They're like up, maybe that's the inch of clearance. I don't know. But the whole underside of the car, it's not like a functional car. It's not a car. It looks like a car, sort of. Like it looks the way Chitty ought to look.
Right.
But
yeah.
the underside of it is this whole rig because the car has to fly. It has to have some magic to it.
Yeah.
It's remote control car, like,
That's so
stuff
cool.
all underneath it. And then you get a big remote. I think Chris sent us the video of that already, the remote being used and stuff. So that was kind of neat.
Mhm.
I I don't know if it has wings. I would assume it does. It
should
they
just come
use
out
it
from
to
the
fly.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like red.
Well, it has
and they
a-
should come out from the side.
In the pictures of like, on the posters and stuff like that, like
Mhm.
everywhere you see, there's like a front fan thingy and then the wings fan out.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, because it does all sorts of stuff. Like in the movie, it goes in the water when they see the pirate ship coming in. And
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I heard 26 locations. 26 locations for
That's a
the
lot
theater
of set
adaptation.
changes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big show, guys.
Yeah.
Big show.
Mhm.
Yeah. Should be interesting. Sorry, we won't be there to help because we're going to be busy.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Feeling a little abandoned, but that's okay.
I can
will
help the
take
third
care of
weekend.
it. Well, come on down.
I'm going to come and see the show on the third
Yeah.
weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll be
We are
okay.
too.
I know that they're looking for techs to help out with
Yeah.
that. I don't know who's doing flies, but there are quite a few flies. We
Mm-hmm.
just said they're pretty much loading
26 locations.
in all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Have you been
so they
in to
do
see,
need
or
help.
have they started loading in? Because they posted a
haven't
picture on
seen
their
it.
like page or whatever, and it was still blank slate in there.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have a lot of time before they need to have it loaded in, but
Not a ton of time.
well,
Like this week.
This
because-
week
a
is
lot
wet
in the-
tech.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But I mean, it's still a lot of time in terms of theater
Right.
world. So
Yeah.
I got 7 days. So
yeah,
it's a ton of time.
that's plenty of time.
What you're
yeah.
complaining about.
I mean, the car's not even going to be here until probably Tuesday.
Right.
So Chris said, as of like an hour ago, he was in Kentucky. So he's
Mhm.
already pretty far
Okay.
making it down. He was the most concerned about like, driving in snow and ice, but he said
Yes,
it's
with
been
weather.
great actually.
Oh, good.
It was kind of bad before he got up there. And then it's supposed to start the weather's supposed to start deteriorating again.
Okay.
As he's coming down, but he's coming more and more south. So hopefully he's just like on the edge of it,
Right.
like they're coming down
Chasing him.
together.
Chasing them.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I mean, and, it's a big ass thing
I know.
that
It's a
he's
huge
driving. It's like
truck.
26 foot
Yeah.
dock height.
It's like a large moving van.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a big, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You're a
But we have
good
like
man,
a
Chris.
car carrier service through a friend.
Mhm.
Like he does that for a living. And so him or his group will take it back
Okay.
for us, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's
This is like what they do. They move like Jay Leno's
Oh,
cars
there's like a
and
zillion of them.
the guy, like our neighbor,
Mhm.
he did like Gas Monkey Garage, who does Jay Leno all the time. And
Mhm.
they have like all these big giant car conventions, for lack of a better word, because they're not really shows,
Mhm.
but there's a congregation of cars. So I'm going with convention. But they do those all over the 50 states, or maybe at least the lower 48. And so they truck cars,
Mhm.
from all over the place to go to those. And there's
That's
actually
pretty
one
cool.
that's going to be down in like Anna Maria Island. And then at the end of Chitty, that ends. And so they're just grabbing
There
Chitty
you
on the
go.
way with
Yeah.
everything else, which is
That's
going to work
perfect.
out
That worked
perfect.
nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Good.
Yay.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
I like
You guys
it.
ready?
Yeah.
All the
so that's
catch-ups are
just,
done? Question mark?
I think so.
I think so, that we can do on camera, just saying. So
Well, these will probably bring up other things.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we talked about last week how I keep coming across these terms that I pretend to know, but I don't really know or understand.
Right.
Yeah.
There's new things
And I think
constantly.
we're all in that same boat.
Yes, we give that, smile and nod like, of course I know what you're saying, but I
Yeah.
don't. So it's kind of been bugging me. Like, if we're going to do this, we have to actually.
At least be educated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're getting so educated along the way with our different guests, so we can
Yes.
educate ourselves too. So
Yes.
I pulled out some words that I have struggled with
Mhm.
from the start, and I'm going to see what you guys think about these words.
Okay, let's bring it on.
All right. Let's do it.
bring
Oh,
on.
okay.
where are we? We're probably good.
Okay.
I said I wanted to check the camera in an hour.
Yeah. Are we
All
at an
right.
hour? I don't
No,
think
we're
so.
not.
Okay. Where are we?
Not an hour.
Okay, so we won't get through all these. I'll save some. We can do like one episode, just
Oh, I
refresh
like
ourselves.
it. Okay,
All
I
right.
like it.
What's
I
an
like
ingenue? I learned this one
it. Ingenue.
from Jordan when we were doing Mr. Popper's
So it's a vocal
Penguins.
thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, so an ingenue, I'm going to read it. So I
Yeah,
don't
please do.
and a disclaimer.
Wait, can I just say, like, does it ever really feel like if we were just having a conversation and you're like, oh, an ingenue, like, I would be like, yeah, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
But then when you ask me what the definition
don't
is,
know.
I'm like,
I feel
I know. Like,
it-
it's
it's
weird
like-
with words like that.
Yeah, it
like,
is
you
kind
feel
of.
like you know it, but you don't know
Right,
it.
like you know it in context.
I
You know
think
enough to know it.
Sort of.
Well, that's
yeah.
the whole point of this. Is that's what I keep doing. It's like
yeah.
I know just enough
So it's referring to like a person,
Yes.
like kind of
Yeah.
like a prima ballerina type feel.
Right. So with musical
Okay.
theater, it's like a girl or a young woman who is innocent young female character who's wholesome. So like think of like Sandy in Greece. Like she's
like
the
an
ingenue.
ingenue.
So she's like this sweet
Until she's
wholesome-
not,
until
right.
she's not, until she's, you know,
So she's leather pants and cigarettes.
deflowered.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
If you haven't seen that one.
But they've had plenty of fucking time.
Yeah, they have.
That was
Because
the
it's fucking
70s.
Greece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I
Sorry.
feel like once that there's been like a sequel, like you've had enough time to see the original.
Yeah.
And it totally had a
And
sequel.
it's a show and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do this one, so I'll make sure we get to
Okay.
this one.
So an ingenue. All
We're
right.
going to go back to the VOM, Kristen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not to be confused with the bomb.
Yeah. BAUM is not it.
What-
VOM.
VOM, short for vomitorium.
Vomitorium.
All right, so what is that in the theater?
So those are the stairs,
Yes.
right? On
Uh-huh.
either side.
It's like an entryway in.
So
I don't know that it's
could it just be
necessarily
like a ramp?
always stairs. For example, they're not stairs at Into the Woods, but we're still calling them the VOM.
So it's like a ramp, maybe?
Oh. Or just a side entrance?
An entrance?
Yeah, it's just an entrance.
Okay.
That's ahead. Does it have to be ahead of the wings, right?
Mhm.
So closer to the house.
Yes, in
That
front of the
way.
proscenium.
Yeah, this way.
I looked down at the framing and I was like, it's all Kathy's hand.
Oh, sorry. Hey.
Hey, girl.
My nails look nice. But
Okay.
That's good.
So yeah, it's like an entrance way for our
Okay.
actors. But a lot of people I keep telling me it's like where you run off and vomit. Have you heard that before?
So
The
I
vomitorium?
have, like maybe it's like in the early history of
Yeah.
stage and theater.
they
and
get
stuff.
stage fright.
But it's
I
not.
don't-
So here's where it came from. It came from ancient Rome
Okay.
when they built their
Of
magnificent
course.
things.
Yes.
So it comes from vomere, in Latin means
Mhm.
to spew forth, which makes sense. When you vomit, you spew.
You spew. Yes.
And when you put orium on the end of something, it turns it into a place. So what they did, they would have these huge structures, like consider the Colosseum.
Yeah.
And they would create these vomitoriums, which were quick exit ways for the spectators. So they could get 90,000 people out of a stadium or whatever in like 5 minutes.
They
Because
were
had
already
these
looking
little,
at escape routes.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Safety.
Huh.
so those were the
That's interesting.
vomitoriums. So it's like an entrance way or an exit way.
Okay.
But originally it started out in ancient Rome.
spectators.
It has nothing to do with vomit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I know. All right. Good job.
Yeah.
What's
For
the
Colosseum.
proscenium?
Proscenium. So I think of that like the framing
Mhm.
of around the stage.
Yes.
Okay. So like where the grand would come down, like that
Exactly.
whole
Well, it's kind of in
entire-
front of, like the grand is behind
It's
that.
like the
Okay.
archway.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
that
of
arch.
times.
Archway.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Exactly. So this part in front of the proscenium, what is that called? So there's the grand, the proscenium arch, and then in front of that, like the audience can see it when the grand's down, that little area in front.
Like the little stage area.
Yes. So there's that area, then there's the vom over here.
Right. I know this word, but
You do.
I
Don't
don't.
cheat. You're looking.
I'm not looking. Fuck. I don't know.
It's the apron.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
the
yes, yes,
apron.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that
Okay.
makes sense. Yeah,
All
the
right.
apron of the stage.
Exactly.
Does shit. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
You knew this. You knew this.
Yeah, because Dan talked about it's a proscenium theater when he was talking about their main stage. I'm like, I really need to understand that. So yeah, it's like the archway, and it
Okay.
separates the part of the stage that the audience.
Oh,
Ooh.
geez.
Okay, we lost that one. That's all right. We'll get it.
I'll get
later.
it. I'll get it.
From behind the curtain. All right, Kathy, this one is just for you.
Oh crap.
What is-
Okay.
what is vamping?
Vamping.
I know this one.
Vamping.
I know this one because this is your music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Nothing. I don't want to give away the answer.
That's why I was asking.
So I want you to
Vamping.
think back
like
to
like you vamp it up, like. I mean, that's
You
Wait.
can't just use the word in the definition.
Right.
Like that
Yeah.
defines it.
Okay.
So, come on, you
Right.
got
I'm going to
this.
give you an example. It'll
Yeah.
help you. In I Love You, You're Perfect.
Mhm.
And you were changing, I think it was Adriana, for the
Okay.
wedding scene.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we got plenty of time. The
Yeah.
music's still going.
Yeah.
They were actually vamping.
Oh, because they were covering.
Yes,
for us. They were
right.
waiting for me
Yes.
to finish up with that. quick
So
change.
basically,
Okay.
when you're looking at the music,
Mm-hmm.
there are often areas kind of written in when you get the music with these plays, right?
Okay.
Or these musicals. And so you'll see like bars and bars, and then at the end, it's like a line, 2 dots, and you can go back to a certain spot, and
Okay.
you can just play that
And
as
just
many times
repeat.
over as you need to, and it will
Okay.
always sound seamless, and you can move on whenever somebody's done getting changed.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah,
got
part
you,
of the
got you.
definition is when they need to creatively stall for time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's a good
Often
no,
used
vamping.
for over and over when a star has missed his or her entrance.
Okay.
So
there we
they were
go.
vamping when you were getting that wedding dress,
Dress.
on.
That red bridesmaid
mercy.
situation.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
threw in an easy one. What's the fourth wall?
It's like
That's like the
breaking.
audience.
Yeah, it's breaking the illusion
Mm-hmm.
of your world when you're acting and speaking directly to an audience,
Right.
to the audience.
Right. So last night, Cece had to break the fourth wall.
Yes, she
because-
did. It was fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
My gosh.
Yeah.
So here she is. She's totally injured. Her ankle's a hot mess, and she's on this rolly chair, and she's trying to pull herself in on the rolly chair.
Well, she got those character shoes on because that was the only shoes she was going to get on her feet.
Right.
With her ankle wrapped up like it was. And I remember this from I Love You're Perfect because they had put her in those character
Yes.
shoes initially for the Highway of Love song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
They were
And they
screwed
were
away in the,
she
in the
couldn't
chairs.
like
You can't get any
scoot, so we had to
traction.
like swap her character shoe out. You know, it was still like early in the process, and swap her out, make sure she was not wearing character shoes
Yeah.
for that scene. It had to be sneakers.
Yeah.
Because they had no
she
grip.
couldn't push herself. She's trying to pull herself, and you can
And it was
see
like
her
a little
starting to
rolly
lose
chair.
it, and she's
Yeah.
like, she's starting
Oh,
to
God.
snicker,
Yeah.
and then she like completely lost it. Somebody had to just come on and push her up to where she was supposed to
That
be.
was pretty
Her ankle's
hilarious.
injured. She can't stand on it.
Yeah.
I mean, what an amazing trooper to.
And I
I
feel like
know.
she even
Fill
went
that
to
in.
go try. Like she went to
She
go
was.
up on that right ankle,
Yeah.
and she was like,
Nope,
"Oh,
not doing it.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
lost it. She started cracking up, and she kept looking at the audience, going, "Just a minute, just a minute,"
Yeah.
which was fantastic.
Yeah,
like it
it was
made the
really
play for
funny.
me because it was
Yeah.
so genuine.
Yeah.
But
And then
Well, that's
Tiana
my
was playing
favorite
it
stuff
off
when
with
we
her.
watch like SNL.
Yes.
When they're
when they
trying
crack up.
they're trying to break each other and
Yeah.
then it happens. It's still hilarious to me, and that's totally what happened because
Yeah.
Ty, her counterpart on the stage,
She lost.
playing Effie. Yeah,
Oh, it's so funny.
yeah, it was hilarious.
She was like,
They were both like, okay, no,
Nope, don't got it yet.
tried just a few times.
you like compose.
Yeah.
compose.
And
No.
then if they would make eye contact again, and then it'd be like, gone.
I
No,
know.
No, can't do it
you
anymore.
can't look at somebody. You get the giggles.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
I'm
And you
out.
can't. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
You
oh,
know.
yeah, I know. I know.
We'll have to tell that story one day.
Yes, when Angela gets going,
Mm-hmm.
forget about it.
But it was the audience was so gracious. Like
Yeah.
they totally got
Yeah.
that she was injured, that she
Yeah.
really shouldn't have been on the stage.
Yeah.
And
they
that's what
just
Dan was even
embraced
saying.
her.
I love
Like-
that he came out and kind of
Yes.
gave that
Yes.
context for Act 2. You know, because it looked painful.
Mhm. I could tell by the end of Act 1 she was
Yeah.
hobbling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for her, but she didn't want to call the show.
Mhm.
She wanted to be out there and finish it up. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to do a shout out to the rest of the cast who were just a bunch of smart actors. We keep hearing this smart actor, they
Yes.
figure it out when they have to on the spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they did. They all had
yeah,
to
because
just,
stuff happens. That's
Yeah.
live theater. Like shit
Mhm.
breaks,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
and they just picked
Yeah.
up the
Things
pieces
get
and you would have
tossed
never
on the
known.
stage accidentally, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and they get out there and they pick it up or they fix whatever, or
Yeah.
you know, their mic pack falls out the back. How many times have we seen
Oh,
that with the
geez.
kids,
With the
especially?
kids.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
all the
it
time.
does.
It's like, oh no, you're sitting in the wings watching them, and you're like,
Uh-huh.
just grab it, just shove it in your pocket. It's fine, just shove it in your pocket.
It'll be okay.
It's like flapping
Yeah,
around.
you just see it like dangling back there, and they're trying to dance. It's like, just hold it in your hand.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
There's the one guy, you could tell he was like kind of froggy. He was
Mhm.
like coughing a whole
Yeah,
bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy.
Somebody
Oh,
brought that
Cassie.
cup
Yeah,
out.
it was
Oh, yeah, it was
Puts
Cassie.
it on. PJ goes, he's trying to call for some water. Like you can tell.
He
with
was.
his
He was
hand.
like,
and
putting his
then
finger up.
comes off. So he goes, he sits down when he's done with his little part of the song, you know, before Cece sings again.
I know, just casually, like
song.
he's having a sip of
Yeah,
drink.
I mean, and it was
Yeah.
appropriate. They were at a table. They
Yeah.
were at like a nightclub or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
Well, I asked Cassie after the show, I'm like, did you know you were going to be doing all this, like pushing Cece around and bringing out drinks? She's
Putting
like,
her
I
on a
had no
table
idea.
with the matching
Yes.
fabric
Yeah, that
and
was
just rolling her
perfect.
ass
It was
out onto the
hilarious.
stage wherever.
yep.
Yeah, that
It
was
was great.
hilarious, and I loved it.
I
I
know.
loved every minute of it.
And only Cece could make like dancing
She
look
was totally
so
chair
perfect
dancing.
while
It was
sitting.
so, yeah,
Total chair
so
dancing.
elegant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got moves. All right, what's a run through?
I went through. That's where they try to do it from start to finish. And even if there's little hiccups or whatever, you just keep going.
Ding, ding, ding. Good
Yes.
job.
We're doing a designer run through today.
Oh,
This is
dear.
our first time running it through from start to finish.
So what does that mean with the designer?
Is that not on your list?
No.
Oh,
This is the first time I've heard this one.
Yeah, it was for me too, actually, when I saw it on the schedule. I was like, what the fuck is a designer run? And Laura told me it's for the lighting designer, the sound designer to come and watch the show ahead of time. We do them. We've just never called them that name.
Okay.
You know, when like the lighting guys come in and they record it so that they can do they'll have a recording of that run through and they can use that for reference as they're doing their lighting design. So I don't know if they're recording or not recording today, however, but they are coming to come and see it today.
So you're just going to do start to finish?
Yeah, like we have some stuff we have to finish before we can actually start that run through. But yeah, we're there from 2 until 6 today, and the first hour is allocated to finishing a couple of, like, we have some stuff we have to change that's pretty significant, so we've got to get that done towards the end of the show. And then once that is re-choreographed, then we'll start the run.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Well, Dry Tech is Saturday.
I know, but that's lots of time, as I stated,
right.
in theater world. You know,
It is. Lots of hours.
All right, cue to cue. Because I always hear Jackie when she's calling a show. Jackie, we love you. Talking about the cue to cue, and I always nod my head like, of course, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Never quite understood it.
So my understanding, all right, I'm going to answer these questions all weaselly, but because
Laura's
I don't
listen
feel,
to us.
I know, because I should feel fucking confident about these things, but like I never do.
She gave me such crap about the costume parade. Which I still think is a good idea. Anyway,
I love that.
Totally.
It gets hype up.
I don't know why they
people
don't do that.
excited for the show, you know?
Yeah, it's like advertising for the show.
Right.
You should definitely let them wander through the school in costumes.
Hello.
I don't see a problem with it.
A little sneak peek.
Okay, so cue to cue. So I assume that's light cue to late cue, but it's probably not. It's probably all of the cues. You have cues for flies, you have cues for deck, you have cues for lighting, you have cues for, did I say sound? I already forgot.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Lighting, deck,
So they're going to walk through those cues once they're already in place. Right now, we have no cues in our current status of Chitty and Into the Woods until Dry Tech and Wet Tech. Between the two of them, we will have all the cues most likely, and then you can do cue to cue type runs.
Yeah, so there's no actors, there's like all that's out of the way. So lighting and sound, everybody can make sure everything's
It's all about tech.
Right.
Yes.
Which in Dry Tech, like sometimes we'll stand in to make sure the spot's in the right place.
We have a few videos of us standing
Yes.
in.
And we'll do spot change.
Here, we're going to come over here. There's 3 places you have to do something.
This is the whole bing bong.
It's always fun.
Yeah, it
What a
is.
good time
It's too
doing that.
easy. Let's skip the costume
What's
parade
too
shows
easy?
up again. Front of house. Well, I didn't know what this was initially. I mean, way back. I know, obviously now.
Like when they call for volunteers to volunteer front of house.
What is the front of house?
It's basically where all the people are, you know, coming in to,
patrons.
all the patrons, all the customers to come and see the shows, anything that's out there with them.
Yeah, so it's part of the theater the audience has access to. So anything basically from the grand forward would be considered front of the house.
Like in a restaurant, like front of the house is where you sit, you eat, and the back of the house is like the kitchen back.
Okay.
That's how I always kind of.
Okay. What is a black box? Theater.
Well, we
It's
just
special.
have a couple of those
Yes.
coming up now.
It's like a slimmed down version of the theater. So like Harrison's black box was a black room, as it turns out. I don't know if they're always black.
Yeah, it says they're typically painted black.
Okay. Like I know the one at Winter Haven is
Yeah,
black
and
as
I thought
well.
this was interesting. Painted black, which gives the appearance of any place.
Yes.
So it doesn't tie your imagination into one thing. You can make
Okay.
it anything you want in your imagination.
kind of
Yeah.
ambiguous,
Right.
Which
and
is
then you can do whatever you
really
want with it.
appropriate for a lot of the ways that you see those shows in there.
Like
when we
Little
saw,
Women.
Yeah.
Little Women, it was very slimmed
Very
down.
minimalistic.
Yes,
Mhm.
it forces you to use your imagination,
Yeah.
which I really
And
love,
I love that
as an
part too.
audience participant. You know, like you're getting to, you're being pulled in,
Yeah.
Yes.
and you have to imagine what the rest of that house
It's
looks
like reading a book almost.
Yeah,
Yes, it
yeah.
is. It's like, don't tell me what color those walls
Right.
are. Like, I want
Yeah.
maybe they're floral in my room.
It's kind of funny because like the initial vision for the Into the Woods set was like extremely elaborate, especially given that this was a black box show, and it's been slowly like slimmed down to be more in line with that kind of you know, simple vision.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a performance space with 4 walls, usually painted black, limited props. So it really just, the audience kind of, uses their imagination and fills in the gaps. And
Okay.
that's kind of the purpose of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love it.
Not to like tell you what it is and what it looks like and how it should be, but to let you
Creatively.
figure it out for yourself. Yep.
I like that.
What's an entr'acte? And I'm going to spell it for you
Okay.
because I always thought it was English. It's not. So it's ENTR ACTE. It's a French
So
word.
it's
Entr'acte, I
it's
have no
it's
idea.
music compilation basically ahead of the show.
Is between, so it's beginning the second act.
Okay.
Is at least orchestral music played as intermission ends, and the second act is about to
Oh,
begin.
right, because at the top of the show it's an overture.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Overture.
Mhm.
Yes. We have a
Entr'acte. Do I
we
have a
are
thing?
are firmly in Ladybug season.
Oh.
By the way.
Oh, that's supposed to be,
not Ladybug.
Not Ladybug,
Love
Love
Bug?
Bug. Love Bug.
Was
thank
that a
you.
Love Bug
Yeah, it
only?
was a Love Bug.
Oh,
things are
great. I was going to say
nasty.
ladybugs are good luck.
No,
But I don't
this
need
is
a love
Florida,
bug.
not that. Yeah, this
No.
is the typical stupid
Ugh.
Florida season. That's early because they're not supposed to be here till May.
That is early. I feel like we had two of them last year, two little seasons.
We always have one in October and
Oh,
one in
that's
May.
what it was. Okay. Remember the year, like, it's when I had just got in my car, so it was like 3 years ago. It was horrible.
Oh.
Like, you couldn't see out of your windshield.
Yeah,
Bad.
I mean
like
it's
a
bad like that
swarm.
every year.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's starting.
This is-
That's what that was.
It's
It just flew into your
February,
hair.
for cripe's sake.
I know. We
Lord
just
have
had cold weather. Like,
mercy.
the fact
Yeah.
that they're still alive, like they
I
need to die.
know. It's
Jerks.
like
I
them
don't know
and
what
the
their purpose is.
cockroaches.
Somebody
hanging
will
out.
probably chime in and be like, "They're important to the ecosystem,"
I'm
but
sure they are.
they don't feel
No.
like it.
That's how I feel about mosquitoes. Like, what do mosquitoes do for us? They're just vectors. They spread disease. Like, what do they bring to our natural
question.
habitat?
I'll research it and let you know next
Can
time.
we? Because I have like a vengeance against
that's-
mosquitoes.
We are
Nasty.
way squirreling right now.
Yeah, we are. Okay, back on
Sorry.
track. I thought of this one because of last night. What's a dresser? I'm not talking about the furniture piece, obviously.
Oh, a dresser, like someone who does the quick changes.
Right.
Okay.
So they're like last night, Cece had a dedicated dresser. So she had Kira, which I didn't realize she was back there. And her job was just to get Cece from one costume to the next, which is a
Okay.
big, God bless her. That had to be a huge
Especially
They
when
were
they
so
have
fast.
to do like
Oh.
triple because they had so
Yes.
many where they were just
layers coming off.
like
Yes.
while they're on stage.
Yeah.
So you know she had to have like three. Like, okay, you gotta put this one first, then you gotta do that one, and you gotta do the next one.
Yeah. And so like on Broadway, the dresser is often also in charge, at least what I read. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Not everything you read on the internet is true.
What? What?
You're
Sorry
dropping
to
a
break
bomb.
this to you. So the
Say it
dressers, they are kind of in charge too. Like there's little repairs and things that need to be fixed, or part of that.
Okay, so they could be a little seamstress as well.
Yeah, I mean
They
like
have to know
minor
how to do
repairs.
stuff.
Yeah, not like the big stuff. Okay, so they kind of look after the costumes, but they're dedicated to just dressing the person.
Okay. Hey, and I really loved too last night when they came out for bows that the tech crew came out.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was very
I would
cool.
love to
PJ
see
was
more
like,
of that in
"There's
production.
Kira."
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we saw her up there.
I know,
was
that
like,
was very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, the psych. What is the psych?
Oh, so that's well, for us, I
Not
guess
spelled P-S-Y-C.
And not spelled S-I-K-E, as I thought.
It's Y, right? S-Y.
C-Y-C. Yeah.
Okay.
I another thing I was corrected on. I'm like, learning how to write all this blocking and stuff. And it like, whenever I had to write that, I was writing, it was when I was writing blocking and I'm like towards psych, or whatever. And I was PSY. And another one where it was probably Laura leans over and was like,
What is that? What are you writing?
yeah, just another thing I'm doing wrong.
Well, we're learning as we go.
Psych like a cycle.
Well,
Like
it stands
CYC.
for cyclorama,
Okay.
Cyclorama. Okay.
which I was like, why
And
is
that's
it
the
called that?
White
Yeah.
curtain
That-
all the way
yes,
in the back.
Right. So
Okay.
it's supposed to they can change colors, but it's supposed to
Yeah.
kind of be the sky.
Okay.
And it's usually front lit, so usually
Okay.
some
Yeah,
lights
there's,
right down there.
Like in LCT's theater, at least. I haven't looked at what it looks like at Winter Haven, to be honest with you. I just didn't think to look. But because we're often back there as techs doing stuff,
Yes.
we bump those lights. There's a ground
my
row of
gosh,
lights,
yes.
and
Yeah.
then there's lighting up top, so you
Mhm.
get lighting from both, and you can change the colors and do like two-tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
On the
And so a
lights.
kid kicks it.
Right.
Or
exactly.
Or an adult.
Or an adult. It's true. You're like, well, what happened to those lights?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Remember the
When you were bumbling, you were trying to hide behind the back
Yes.
ground row.
I had to be really careful.
Of the set, the ground rows, that back row of the set, and you could because the lights were up against the ground row, when you walked back there with Bumble, you casted a shadow all the way up the psych.
Yeah, and we were trying to get out as far as we could for our entrance.
Yeah,
because it's hard to
'cause you
move
had
that
to,
guy back there.
Bring the the puppet up.
The 8-foot puppet.
Yeah, out of the mountains.
Yeah.
In the back.
But I couldn't go out too far.
and then back in.
But if I went too far, then I cast a shadow. So there was a very fine
There's a
line.
fine-
Yeah,
balance.
very fine line balance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what's next. Oh,
Or
this
like
one.
when we did the Rudolph, right? That
Yeah.
was in front of the psych there.
Yes.
Rebecca down there.
This one cracked me up.
Okay,
We
go
know
for
what gaff tape is, right?
Yes.
Special, lovely black
Yes.
tape that is like duct tape but doesn't leave a residue.
Yeah, and it's
Which is
like
nice.
Photographers use it too.
Oh, do that.
it's like a cloth tape. So duct tape is, I don't know what you would consider duct
Yeah, I
tape,
don't
but
know.
but I thought this is part of the definition said used for temporarily securing almost anything.
Yes, it is.
I was like, ain't that the truth?
But
Yeah.
there's also
Give me
a
the
difference
gaff
in
tape.
quality with the gaff tape, which I've learned because we thought we were helping and we were getting low on on rolls of the gaff tape in the back at Lakeland, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just order. That shit's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
First of all,
Mhm.
so like you get like a roll for like $36
Oh goodness.
off Amazon, where it's usually cheaper.
Mhm.
And then it arrived and it left residue behind, so it was actually shitty.
Oh,
just
but
not
who knew?
good. Yeah, you don't
there's
know.
a certain brand I guess you got to get.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
some is better than others.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like the spike tape I bought once. It was you couldn't get it off the stage.
Oh, really?
It was bad. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, there is different qualities, like in everything in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we just bought that the highlight stuff, the glow in the dark or whatever.
The
that's
glow
called.
tape?
Yeah, the glow tape.
Yeah.
I wonder. Hopefully, I didn't know that there was a different quality in that.
I'm sure there probably is too with the glow tape. I mean, I haven't run up against that because they've always just had the glow tape back there. And
Right.
we just,
Yeah,
we cut
we
the little
needed it
bits of
for-
it and glow
was
tape
it
the shit out of whatever
Oliver,
we need.
we glow taped
we
everything.
glow taped
We've got to do that
everything.
with Into the Woods set too.
Oh geez.
There's stairs going up
Oh, yeah.
and like 3 spots that need it, and then there's every stair on the entrances too because we have like 9 entrances in and off of that stage.
Jeez.
Yeah, and they all got to get glow taped so that the cast can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh boy, I'm
Yeah.
getting more and more nervous the more I hear about this show. Like, oh yeah, you're going to be the only one down there. There's 1,000 props, and quick changes.
Maybe.
Oh, that's
I
right.
mean,
Because
I'm-
you won't be down there. Right?
I feel it's a little undetermined at the moment. Laura loves to run her own light board.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if she needs to be more available to troubleshoot and call more things, then it makes more sense for her to have someone who runs the light board and she can focus on the calling part of that equation.
Yeah.
So
You guys will figure it out.
Yeah.
we're
figure it
waiting
out.
to
You
see.
might not be by yourself.
I might not. I'm hoping Kristen's down there with me.
But it's a tight space. Like black boxes are little.
Because who am I going to look at and go, now? Do I go now?
You'll
now?
have a headset. I assume you'll have a headset.
I would think so.
You can be going now.
To myself.
We'll see you because the orientation, like you're going to be behind the stage, kind of back here,
Mhm.
and we can see you
Okay.
from our perch.
You're going to be
there's, like-
laughing at me?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
jeez.
You
My
in your
ninja
ready
pose.
position.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
she
I got to
won't be
stretch
mentioning
before
it.
that show.
Yeah,
I wonder
you
if I
do.
have any pictures of you in your ready position.
Oh my gosh.
You have to get some.
I know I should put some. If I can find one, I'll put it in
Yes.
the.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
demonstrate next week and you can take a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if not in this podcast,
Yeah.
it'll definitely
Yeah,
be in another.
definitely. Okay, Ghost Light. That's an easy one.
Oh,
It's
that's for
like-
Francis.
Yeah, it's for Francis. The
Mhm.
light left out on the stage for superstition purposes.
Yeah, to keep friendly spirits and shoo away unfriendly spirits. So I do want us to do a episode one time and just all the superstitions in the
Yes.
theater because there are quite a
Oh,
few. And we
yes.
can just talk about
That would
this
be lots of fun.
because there was it Oliver? No, Rudolph, where you don't bow unless it's like the actual time to bow in a real show. So like
Yes.
if you're practicing bows, you're
Mhm.
not supposed to bow.
Mhm.
And one of the kids kept bowing, and the other kids were getting really upset.
Well,
like,
I think too that's why bows are not typically staged until like right before you
Mhm.
are ready to open.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
like the
considered
last
bad
thing,
luck.
right?
to
Yeah, it's
bow.
bad luck.
Yeah,
Like the last thing.
but it was some of the kids were like, they don't understand. It's bad luck.
You're cursing
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So that'd be good to educate everybody on what.
Oh yeah,
not to
there's
do.
so many
Yeah.
of those
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
there are.
Pinky gets violent about whistling in the theater.
Oh yeah, that and the M word, the
Certain things you're not
Shakespearean
supposed to
play.
say.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
The M play.
yeah.
Yes, we don't say that.
M word.
M
Yes.
word. Okay.
You
Oh,
can
this
only
is
say
one.
it if you're in it, if you're doing it.
doing
Right.
actual play.
Yeah.
All right. What is noises off?
The name of
that was a
play?
musical or a play.
Yes. However, I had no idea about this one. It's offstage sound effects like thunder, breaking glass, crashing,
Oh, that makes
voices.
sense, right?
Those are noises off.
Okay, so noises off.
It's like an actual thing. I just thought it was the title of that play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know.
I wonder how, I
what
haven't
you're
seen
learning?
that play.
No, I didn't
I wonder
either.
how it ties into it. I'm going to have
don't
to
know.
research that.
I don't know. All right, let's do one more because these are kind of easy. Oh, this one's funny. What's a monitor? The backstage monitor.
Like
Like
a
a
video
video?
feed of
Yeah.
what's happening out on the stage for the people backstage, so they know what's happening out there without sitting in the wings.
That probably is a monitor, but the monitor I'm talking about is the big speakers that are right there.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
like
on
by
the
the
side.
proscenium.
yeah,
yeah.
so you can hear.
Yeah, so I laugh at this one because there was one time I was on headset and Judah, who was doing sound, who's the king of sound.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
was like, can you check the monitor for me? And I was like, sure.
Did you go to back
So
to
I
the
was
green
like-
room?
Yeah, you
like,
totally
yeah,
went to the green
yeah.
room, didn't
He's
you?
like, yeah, I'm not sure that the actors can hear if it's loud enough. I'm like, okay, so to be clear,
What are you talking
what
about?
are we talking about? This big speaker on the ground? He's like, yeah, that's the monitor.
Oh,
'Cause to
man.
me, a
He
monitor's
was
like,
probably like, sweet
oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
I'm
are we getting these
sure he
volunteers?
was. So I learned that
Amateurs.
one that day. That is not there is a screen in the green room so they
Yes.
can see, but when they talk about the monitor, it's those
They
big
mean the
giant
big ones.
speakers,
Okay.
right? The
Yeah.
ones that sometimes get
that
unplugged.
should be plugged in. Yeah, because we went
Yes.
through like a whole weekend of shows, and
Mhm.
I was like, guys, is this supposed to be plugged in?
I know it's really
Yeah.
hard too when you're out on the stage and you can't
Yeah,
hear.
yeah,
It makes it damn near impossible to
Mhm.
sing together
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and with the
Can't hear
music
it.
and with the music,
Absolutely.
like together with each other and with the music.
totally.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I'm going to do for tonight or today. I will be
Okay.
back with more though.
Okay.
You know, every once in a while I'm going to throw a term at you.
What were the rest of them easy? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like loading in. That was something I learned.
Well, no, I don't know that everybody knows that.
Okay, go ahead. What's loading in? Or
That's
load
putting in the set.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's the process of putting in all the sets, the props, all of that before a production. Which
Okay.
And all the
seems-
flies,
Right. Yeah.
which is difficult.
And
so
then
that
do you have
takes
strike,
time.
the opposite of that?
I did not put strike on here, but that. Go
It's
ahead.
the opposite of that. It's like
Mhm.
pulling everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and getting it all done.
Props and costumes and set, all of it.
All of it.
That's a good one too, because everybody in Chitty has to be off book as of
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay.
Oh, is off book the next one?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Don't use. I know what's going on with that.
Sorry,
Cheater.
I can't help it. I can't help myself. Next
I know
time
you
I'll
don't want
sit
to
over
turn
there.
that direction because you're on a side profile, but like
And I'm trying to do
clearly
this.
you need to.
Clearly, you
I'll
need
just
to.
do this.
It's like we're playing
Because I'm like,
poker and you're
that's
just showing her your cards.
I'm bleeding, as my kids say. Do you ever heard that one?
No.
No.
Whenever like my cards are showing, they're like, "Mom, you're bleeding." I don't know if that's an actual
Is that a
term or
poker
something
term?
they heard
I've
at
never-
camp, but yeah.
I've never heard
Interesting.
about
No,
that.
I haven't heard that.
And I play cards. I've never
Okay,
heard
so
that.
yeah, off
Off
book
book.
is
Mhm.
getting the script out of your hand, and you want to do that as quickly as possible
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
every moment that you're sitting there with the book in your hand, you're not actually acting. You're
Yeah.
just
You're not
reading lines
forcing
Yeah.
yourself to
and walking and you're blocking.
Right.
Like that's
Mhm.
you got to get into your role. You can't
Yeah.
do that with a book in your hand.
No,
No.
no.
Gabby was out on the lanai this morning, talking her little British accent,
Oh
doing
my
the whole
gosh.
thing. Like,
Nice, nice.
she's like, I got act one, I'm down. Now I have to do act
That's
two.
amazing for an understudy.
Well, and I think the challenge for that particular anybody doing an understudy role is that she doesn't have that muscle memory, right? Because she
Mhm,
hasn't been
right.
involved, so she's not doing that.
Yes.
Okay, now you say this, and now I say
Right,
that.
right.
So she's just like having
Mhm.
to create all of this in her mind,
Yeah.
how it's going to go.
Well, and as we saw
So-
last night, those understudy, I mean, Cece didn't have one. She just kept plowing through, but
I think actually there is somebody who's planned to
Oh, okay.
be an understudy. Yeah.
okay.
But I don't know how much, like Gabby has been for every rehearsal and done
Yeah.
every blocking and run every, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's always like that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't think in this instance it necessarily is. Like they probably know most of it, but
Right.
I don't think they've been there for every
They
single
haven't
thing.
used it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gabby has visually seen everything, but like with dancing, she
Yeah, it's
only
different
got
when
it
you're-
like once.
yeah.
Like, she hasn't been like,
Yeah.
and same with block. She's just watching and she's taking notes.
Mhm.
And, how it's
Well,
rolling.
it's funny because like I don't think we ever pre-COVID saw that with
Mhm.
our local theaters.
Mhm.
Right.
And then post
Or
COVID,
double casting,
yeah, the double
right?
casting thing as well. And then like post COVID, it's everywhere.
It's a thing.
And
now.
I don't, so I'm curious if that was super common, and we just didn't experience it
Right.
here,
Yeah.
for
if it kind
always,
of fell off
or
at
if
some
it's
point.
if it's really kind of a COVID thing. like,
Right.
Yeah.
or Broadway.
Right.
I mean, they always have that
Yeah,
stuff on
they have
Broadway,
it.
but
For sure. They have
Yeah, that
swings.
could be.
You to
they
learn
have
a
it.
bunch of
I bet
rules.
they have it more now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Somebody did actually said that at one of the workshops we went to. They were talking about there being more swings or
okay.
larger
So it-
cast because they need understudies in
Yeah.
swings for
Yeah.
that very reason.
Just to make
well,
sure.
and they do like COVID testing every day or something
Mhm.
up there.
Still.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Well, I mean, because it can roll through your cast.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then everybody's out, and then,
We've
what are you
seen
going to do?
Yeah. Even when your understudies are done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is actually the last one.
Okay.
The scrim.
Scrim.
Oh, go for it.
It's kind of like another curtain that they dropped, sort of see-through,
Yeah.
black.
Yeah, so
I mean, if you're asking me
And
for
it
the
goes.
purpose,
And
not
it
sure.
goes right in front of. It doesn't go in front of the site, correct?
in front of this, it can really go anywhere. In front of
Anywhere.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because like we used it in Pinocchio. We
So
used
is
Yeah.
that the same
it
as the blackout curtain?
in Rudolph.
It can
Well,
be.
different.
It can be. The blackout's like you can't see
Blackout, full.
behind it.
Right.
The scrim is more.
So it's made of shark tooth scrim, which I meant to look up and then I got distracted. But it can be opaque or transparent depending on the lighting.
Okay.
So when it's lit from the front, it becomes opaque.
Okay.
When it's lit from the back,
you remember
it can be
Pinocchio?
transparent.
And they had the whale scene.
Yes.
And they had the projector, and Angela had to run up and go do the projector.
Okay.
You remember that, right?
Yes, because I got locked out a couple times. Like I said, I'm locked out. I'm locked out. Somebody come get me.
It's not gonna make it.
The projector's not going to make it.
Yeah, because you had to go out and around
Yeah,
the house and out through the front doors and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in order to have a surface to project the whale onto, they did it onto scrim.
On the scrim. Okay.
I always feel as a tech uncomfortable behind a scrim because I don't trust that it's not being transparent at that moment. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all
'cause
about
they
the
can
lighting.
see
Yeah.
you.
So if the light's coming
Yeah.
from the front, it will be opaque. You know, you're fine. But I'm always
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
are they doing it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
it's
trust
coming
them?
right.
Oh, they did
I
it
like
in
that
Moana
blackout
too, I
curtain.
think. Didn't they in Moana to help the ancestors look more ghostly?
Oh, they probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. With the
It's
scrim.
just part of the theater magic, actually.
All the magic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's pretty cool. I
Well-
like the blackout curtain because then I feel like we can
Yes,
do whatever
we
need
can
to
do
back
whatever
there.
we need to do.
I mean,
yeah.
within reason.
Yeah.
Because you can still be heard.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, for sure. But like when you're like,
Pushing on the noisiest
got-
set
Oh.
pieces in history. Like,
those
Beauty and
damn-
the Beast. We were
Oh my gosh.
very loud pushing on Gaston's tavern, and we were told we sounded like a herd of elephants, so we had to like tiptoe on with
Are you serious?
Yes.
well,
Because it's
some of
like
that stuff
quick,
is-
you know, you
yeah.
gotta go fast, and
You're trying to haul ass with it.
You got all
but
those
yeah.
little mugs that are clinking,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Or like
All
those
those stupid
trees
mugs.
in Rudolph, that one tree. We had 4 trees.
That tree that farted.
Oh my God!
Every
sing-
time.
every
scrape
single
the
time.
ground
Like,
every time.
And I appreciated that. 9 times out of 10, it
Does
did
he
not
get it
end
in
up
the
on my
spike?
side, and I appreciated that.
We did
Yeah.
that on purpose.
I know you did.
I mean,
I know you did.
we're trying to be
Trying
nice
to
to
make,
you.
yeah, and I get it. Thank you. Because
well-
I'd be like, oh no.
I'm sure I will come across many more things that I don't know, and we can kind of throw a little.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Trivia
looking
in there.
forward to the episode we do that has all the superstitions.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a bunch of those I don't know.
There's like 17.
I think he got in the car maybe the end of last year's school year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the beginning of this one actually. And she got in the car and she was talking about the play, the M
Mhm.
play, the
Yeah.
word you can't say.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I said it. And she like lost her shit
Oh,
in the
yeah.
car. She's very, dialed into those superstitions. And
Yeah.
she was like losing her shit. Because I was in the middle of I Love You, You're Perfect. And she's like, you're in a play right now. Like, you can't.
Don't say that.
You're going to
word.
curse it.
Yeah.
You're going to curse it.
You're totally.
And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Why
You're
is this like a
flirting
thing?
with,
This is not a thing. And she like
It's
pulled
a
it up
thing.
on Google and showed it to me. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then when we got to the theater, Jordan was there and she was like, Jordan, you got to tell her,
Tell my mom
Billy
not to
Kate
say it.
accidentally said it in class, and Miss Neff made her go outside, turn around 3 times, and spit over her shoulder or something
Yeah,
like that
some
to
kind of
like
weird
erase the curse.
erasing
Yeah.
voodoo magic thing. Yeah, Pinky was like, you gotta so she did it for me and then she grabbed me and she like turned me around. I was like, what are you doing? Like, stop. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. And then we could do one like on etiquette too.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
is really
Be
good.
great.
Yeah.
Mhm. I like
Like
that.
what
idea.
to do when you're backstage versus, like
Mhm.
clapping or cheering or whatever, like certain things that we do.
Not
for-
giving other actors notes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's
that's
a lot
big
of
one.
those.
All right, so we got some good plans.
Yeah, we
then.
do.
Yeah.
Plus, we got some really good guests lined
Yes,
up.
we do. We have a little bit of a period where we're going to have some interesting, like, finagling to try and
Yes.
record
I
for the next
know.
couple of weeks because it's definitely going to get really busy. So if we miss a podcast week, we apologize in advance.
Because we're
It's just-
volunteering backstage.
Yeah. This is how we get all the awesome material to, you know,
Exactly.
podcast about and talk about and squirrel over.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we'll have more stories and more stuff to share, but it may mean that we just don't have time to connect enough to podcast because we're doing 2 different shows.
Yeah.
If we were all doing one show, it'd be different, but
Is
we're separated.
Are our platforms set up so like if other people want to comment on, hey, I know what this is, and they can put it in?
So they can definitely do that on social media.
Okay, perfect. Let's
And I think that's probably the only place.
do that. Okay.
But
All right.
but definitely,
Yeah, there's
You know.
a gazillion people that know way more than we do, so we are welcoming input. We know
Oh, yeah.
that we're not the
Yeah,
knowers.
tell us. If
tell
you
us
have a
all the
cool-
things we should have covered,
cool
and we'll do
term.
that in
Yeah,
another
exactly.
follow-up.
Yeah.
Tell us all the things we should have talked about that we didn't talk about that are probably things we get wrong all the time.
Absolutely.
And, you know, help educate us because it's like what we're here to do is get educated, but also spread that love.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
you know,
100%.
help us out.
Yep.
All right.
I like it. All
Cool.
right. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, hopefully next week, but give us some grace if it's not.
Yes.
Because we have wet tech and dry tech next weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be busy.
Yeah, it is.
Or 2 shows. So it's
All right.
not even like we're all going to be in the same place.
I know.